Hello everybody, welcome back to Paradise Rolls. This is the Arrakis Conquest, and it's going to be an interesting one. Chris, you there?
Hello.
He is there. Speaking of Chris, let's do some introductions real quick. I'm Mark Anthony, I'm your Game Master. Chris is over there.
Hi.
Yes.
I am indeed. I am playing the Permanently Caster, a exploited warlock.
Nice.
I am Shards. I am playing Ambrose, the fairy artificer.
Awesome. We have two people missing and one currently getting coffee away from the table. So the two people missing, one of them being Jim, playing Jim Jar, the Hopper, our barbarian druid, and the other is, we have three people missing. The other is Zavi, playing a Triton druid, and Courtney, who shall be joining us shortly, is playing a Dragonborn rogue.
Dang, Blutus doesn't know how to make a decent cup of coffee. I do it myself.
And that would be Estes.
My name is Seth, and I will be joining you as the first mate of this, captain maybe?
That's so true.
I like the sound of that.
I need to mess with this damn music. Hold on. This is too intense.
Way too fucking hard.
And I don't know how to get back to the music. I don't even know if anybody can even hear us at the moment. But I wish I could just do ambient shit. But we probably have to pay.
Metal.
Why is this?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
Did we get a long rest or a short rest?
You got a short rest. I'll say that. I think Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't think we did get a long rest because
Most of I would say the rest of the people who weren't here just smoked some pipe with the chief and drank some tea with the chief, and they all got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
And Ambrose was the only one that was able to keep it at all together and stay conscious. But you can also initiate a short rest. But yeah, so for now it's just a short rest. We're getting to the remainder of that day. I guess quick recap time. This time it will be a fairly quick recap. I'm not going to go through the whole fucking story up to now anymore. So let's see. How can I do some quick points from the beginning?
Shit happened.
The adventurers had their ship destroyed two ships, took over a third ship, last time they beat the shit out of all of the people on this third ship. They actually came in contact with a captain of Ogma's Wharf. That would be the guy with the big-ass greatsword and the plate armor. They also found out that there's some fucked up humanoid experimentation that has been going on. They found a individual that became very bloated through basically necromantic means that they use as a kind of last defense. Big ass motherfucker blows up and will destroy anything and anyone around him. So they decided, let's throw this motherfucker off the boat, and had to figure out, through use of some of their resources, how do we get it away from the ship enough. Luckily, we had an artificer who was kind of doing some mental math, how far away does this thing need to be to not hit the ship and do serious damage. And someone used Gust of the Wind, someone used you.
I used Dissonant Whispers and Command.
Dissonant Whispers and Command to make it just swim away, and then it blew up off a good 130 feet away. Hippos are fine. They were luckily, not in the blast radius. And yeah, so the adventurers then went back to the island, walked ashore, went back to the southernmost island, and chilled with the chief. The chief got them fucked up on some chieftain style weed, basically, and gave him some of this weird tea that Ambrose was very, very persistent in trying to figure out the ingredients for. The chief ended up telling him how the ingredients are made, and turns out the mold and moss and mushrooms and all that stuff that grow within this old ass turtle's shell were the ingredients to that tea. So he's been kind of figuring out a way to get this perfect culture to grow right within himself, and that is what you were drinking. It got you real messed up. Everyone else passed out. Seth, in the meantime, went over to do the remainder of the interrogation of the kind of noblemen that they captured from the ship that was on the east side of the island. And
Oh, that's
right,
where he's-
isn't that where he was from? No, he was from the
he's-
woods.
Yeah,
He was from the
he
woods.
was
He was
one
in-
of the members that got dazed by the music.
Yeah, he was in the woods in the south village. Yeah, you went over there, got some information, found out that you're carrying a crystal ball that is relaying all sorts of information. You don't know who it. I think you do know who it's to.
No.
You don't know who it's to. You don't know who is on the other side of it, but you know for sure someone's watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude, you came back and he was like disfigured and dismembered and de-nippled and de-eyelided. It was a grotesque sight to anyone but Seth and your partner in crime.
What is his name again?
Who? The
torturer. Do you remember?
I think it was Xavier.
I think it was too.
It was Xavier. Yeah, so Xavier the torturer stayed back while the rest of the adventuring party and some of the crew went to go take over the ship. Then you come back to the village and find your entire party knocked out, unconscious. Ambrose is sitting here braiding Balthazar's mane. Balthazar's all like, what's happening, guys? And yeah, so you kind of like discuss a little bit, talk, and they're trying to like, Ambrose is trying to like be like, okay, we need to leave then. We don't want to be caught. Let's go. And you're like, dude, I'm not taking any of you anywhere right now. Let's fucking chill for a minute. After chilling for a minute, you find yourselves in the chief's tent. Basically, it's not exactly a tent. It's this really cool circular room that's still suspended in the air on the tree. It has some pillars going down into the ground, keeping it aloft, but it's basically like these vines. It's normal branches, but then he has like vines that wrap the branches that make the frame of this tent that's suspended up, and the whole floor is just all these vines everywhere, really tangly and knotted and braided and everything, and just fuckloads of leaves, and so it's a super like if you were stuck in the wild for a month, this is what you would be building.
Yeah, I have a.
Except if you knew how to do it.
There's a game, Greedfall. You ever played it?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
What you're describing, they have a lot of in Greedfall.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot like what you could imagine. It could be similar to like Jet's camp in Avatar. I don't really remember. It would be like that, like the Ewok village. That's kind of what you're looking at, except it's not so high in the air. It's they're maybe 10 feet up at the most.
I don't know what either of those things are.
Ewoks are from Star Wars.
Well, I don't know what that is. Is that the one with like Captain Spock?
Ewoks are the cute little bears. I wouldn't doubt it. Shit. We are so opposite of taste in movies and TV shows. Yeah, but you have like some of these like just on the ground and then raised, and you assume the ones that are raised are obviously like
They're for the flying turtles. Go.
They're Koopas, aren't they? Paracoopas?
nice. But anyway, yeah. So you're in one that's pretty big, and that's where you find yourselves currently. And since you're here, Hermit, you are, for all intents and purposes, unconscious at the moment, but you'll be woken up shortly, I'm sure. And I'll say that the actual like effects of the smoke and the tea are over. So if you wake them up, then they're sober. Ambrose is gonna be a little like faded.
Alright, well. Ambrose. What do you think we should do with the crystal ball?
Have you tried looking through it? What does it do? I mean, I assume it like tells the future or something?
Yeah, that. It's not a snow
Try
globe.
again later.
Hey, as you look at it, you see kind of like a mist. That's all that you're able to see. It looks like this cool, like swirling mist.
If it's of no use to us, I think we should ditch it or destroy it.
Smash it? Smash it?
By all means.
Can't bring myself to do it. I don't want to smash it. I don't know what it'll do.
All right, I shall do it.
If I can, but
You're just kind of get this like feeling of like the crystal ball going into the vines underneath you a little bit.
Thought so.
Chuck it out the window.
But then it'll lead them directly here.
Lead who?
Oh, the Naval Corps.
The Naval Corps.
that's
That Naval Corps?
Basically, you haven't actually figured out the name of this like operation that's been chasing you.
The one that
I know the name of the country, right?
You know the name of the country.
What is the name of it?
Ogma's Wharf.
Ogma's Wharf.
All right. Those are the ones who are tracking us with this this here map, right?
And this crystal ball.
Well, we have these parts. They can't track us anymore, right? I mean, what else are they gonna use? Do they have other? Oh, they have other things.
This crystal ball has a partner. So they can always see where we are.
So the enemy has a pair of balls. Pair of glass balls that don't break.
Obviously, they do have balls if they want to tangle with us. You hear that, motherfucker?
It's just all together.
Okay. Well, if they're using that to watch us, then we probably don't want to be leaving it anywhere where they can find us or the fine people of this town. This chief guy, superb. He's
Not
quite
that
the
they
lad.
could get any information from any of these people. We're not going to tell them where we're going, but
No, but they could still harm them.
yeah, they don't deserve that.
No, not yet. Be like wink at the chief.
You just see the chief. He's just sitting there, and you don't understand like how is he just toking on this for so long? He's just got his tea, and he's constantly reaching back, and he has all of his nasty ingredients behind him, and he's always just like reaching back, getting more tea prepared, putting it in, sending someone to go get some water, come back, boiling the tea in the like glass tube that he is in the center of this room, and he's just like in this constant flux. Every time he talks, you always hear his like kind of raspy voice. It seems like I don't know. Actually,
Does he have nothing better to do with his time?
he's ancient. He is a
guess so.
truly ancient.
He already did the things.
Yeah, he did the things. He also is basically just a decision maker. Like you get the sense from talking to him that like he's a very neutral being. Like anyone that comes to him with decisions, he can look at it from a completely objective point of view.
His decision making is impaired.
And you would assume that it's a very impaired, but you don't know. You haven't seen any like serious decisions happen. But then again,
I mean, letting us walk around is.
then again, you've been like you're on this isolated island. What serious decisions would there be?
Okay, what do we do with the hippo? Like, there's a lot of loose ends here.
The hippos come with us. No, the hippos should stay. No, I'm not talking to the hippos. That's Zana over there. Zana is the one who talks to the hippos.
Zana's got like two things to discuss with everyone right now. One being the hippos are coming with.
Okay, fine.
Zana's like, we are going to bring these hippos back to my research lab at some point.
Maybe your research lab should be relocated. Is it portable? Is your research lab portable?
No,
It should be relocated onto the ship.
the research lab is not any one person's. It is the accumulated investment of all of the scholars.
Isn't that in Ogma's Wharf territory?
Yes, it will be a difficult time.
Oh, you're not going back to that one. Not until we're all ready to go to war with Ogma's Wharf.
Well, it seems like most of the Navy's out to find us somewhere else. What if we do something to lead them off the trail and then we sneak in and they're not so...
Where's the place they'd least expect us to be? Where they are.
hide in the eye of the storm. There are some things I could take. We have a sort of agreement that we're able to kind of decide. There are some things that are not able to be taken.
What do you need made? He can make things. As can I.
I can make any tool you want. Literally any tool.
Well,
I can make standard things.
as you have seen, the people of Ogma's Wharf are fine folk, but the leadership and military aren't against stealing.
That's
the
obvious.
things in the research lab that I need, I don't know how to make or what to call them. They are from a civilization that's a lot more technologically inclined.
Odell, stop. Stop. Odell, they're... Odell, stop. Close it.
So, what you're saying is we need to go and get stuff from your lab.
Yeah, I mean, we can take the hippos for as long as you want, but like that, we use their help and promised to help them.
Okay, that's fair. So, I'm thinking, what if we take the crystal ball and can they hear us?
Yes, they can hear us.
Has anyone identified that crystal ball?
We did
Nobody
at the end.
nobody knows identify.
We asked the chief to do
Oh yeah, he did.
Let's do a quick retcon. I forgot to mention something last time that I'm not sure if any of you would have the thing that is required. You, to shut off the crystal ball, you have to wrap it in silk.
I mean, our outfits are made of silk.
Like true silk.
Oh.
Which
I'm going to create some silk.
yeah, can you make silk?
I can.
Why can't he?
As long as it's worth less than 60 GP.
Let's see. Let's just make sure. Not DMD.
Need some more water.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
50?
There's so many different things, but this looks like you can make a square yard for 10 gold.
Wow.
Which doesn't make sense because a bolt costs 4,000 gold.
Yeah, bolts have a lot of yardage to them. It's like a couple hundred yards
Okay.
usually.
Yeah.
Really?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Well, say
I don't know.
in the last episode, as soon as the chief kind of mentions this silk thing, you create this square of silk.
Oh, yeah.
And wrap that up, tie it up.
100 yards to a bolt.
That still doesn't make sense. That's a 1,000 gold. There's a whole bunch of misinformation on the internet. That's what I'm learning.
Is a bolt harder to produce than just a... Or is a bolt... Is a bolt the fucking cylinder?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
No, but we'll say you just make like this hand towel sized thing of silk that you can wrap the crystal ball in.
Oh, like the what is it called? The Palantir,
Mm-hmm.
right? He had it in a silk thing.
What is...
He had it in just normal.
Well,
like,
whatever.
linen
He
stuff.
had it
Yeah.
in something.
Yeah.
It's the like the crystal ball thing from Lord of the Rings that Saruman was
Yeah.
communicating with Sauron.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Gandalf ended up with it.
I was like, that just sounds like a Lanthir with a P.
Apparently, that's where I came up with the name Alanthir.
Yeah. So you know nothing can be seen or heard through the crystal ball at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, so we use the crystal ball and we make them believe we're going somewhere else. So we should send maybe like a hippo with one of our, with I assume there's some kind of like lifeboat or something. Send a decoy away, and then we'll go the opposite way. And just be done with the fucking crystal ball, unless you can see through it to them, and then we can spy on them.
If we have means of keeping it under wraps, so to speak,
Well, apparently, yes, we do now.
why not attempt to utilize it? Or
Oh, fuck.
wait till the moment is right.
Is Chris gone?
He's back. Sorry, Chris. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Cool. Am I awake?
It's up to these two to wake you up.
Ah, okay.
I feel like with all the talking that we've been doing,
Yeah, roll me a d20.
we're probably awake.
A perception check, I guess.
Someone cease that incessant snoring.
Huh?
7.
Is this the crystal ball?
Is a 7 enough? I mean, you're right. You're in close proximity. You walked in. I don't know. Let's give you advantage on it.
I'm gonna throw something and hit his head.
All right, you're awake now.
You snore like an elephant.
And you smell like one, too.
Yeah, I'm a frog.
Something smells fishy in here.
He's the fish person.
And it isn't the frog.
Welcome back to the world of the living.
I didn't die. I was just asleep.
How do you know? You were asleep.
Because it's in the name, sleeping.
I mean, he's got a fair point. Can't argue with that logic now, can you?
There are some that believe when you sleep, your soul goes to the world of the dead.
Well, thankfully, I'm not part of them.
Well, what was the other thing? Zana. You said you had two things.
This note from the Western Village. They're having that ritual.
Ah, yes. You really want to go to that? Burning Man bullshit.
I wonder about what happened, like what's going on. This island is a gigantic being. They apparently tried to communicate with it. I don't know about us trying to communicate with it ourselves directly, but maybe we can ask them to ask questions on our behalf.
We have to dance now. Thanks, Nerf Raider.
I was like, what is that?
Gotta turn it down a little bit.
Now you.
I was worried the sound effects weren't working.
Odell, do it. Come on, dude. Not the tail.
He's gonna get on there.
He does look like he's in a constant state of dancing when he's wagging his tail. His whole body.
He wants.
He is strutting
this.
down the runway. Then that happened.
So
This note. I feel like Jim Jar has mentioned something about the island. I don't know. I don't personally care to meet this island.
Well, I thought we were told if we met the island, we'd die. Or go insane or something like that.
Well, that's why I'm saying,
Yes,
like,
I believe his assumption was correct.
I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like, we have someone else ask for us, and then like if they go crazy, then
But what do we need to know from the island? I mean, we know it's a big damn turtle. What else is there to know? It moves.
it's filled with this shit. Zana pulls out that rod.
It's interesting.
What is this?
I don't know, and
A being that big could really do some damage to the planet.
but there's no evidence that anything has been done anywhere else. I mean, it could just be a completely isolated event.
Well, hold on.
I mean, I heard that there was something going on. That's why I was sent.
If we find out about this here without having to go to the lab, that saves us a lot of effort.
True. I really think I can make some tools for you that if you just describe their functionality, maybe they won't be exactly the same as what you have back at the lab, but I think I can make it happen with this thing that I do that is called tool expertise. Nope, that's not it. Nope. That's not it. That's not
it's
it.
got a really fancy name.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't know I had this. That's cool. Oh, nope. The right tool for the job. I've got the right tool for the job for any job.
You sound like a gimmicky superhero.
I know.
But it's many tools.
I can only make one at a time. And I think they can only be some type of artisan's tools.
If it's something simple, like I said, I can make it.
It's not simple. It's
Erlenmeyer flask,
I have those. Part of my alchemy kit.
Bunsen burner.
Have those part of my alchemy kit too. I also have a glass blowers kit, and I'm gonna point to my quarterstaff, and like you'll notice my quarterstaff is actually one of those like glass blower rods that you use to spin glass.
Yeah.
That's my quarterstaff.
That's kind of cool.
Look, there's a lot of stuff back there. My home is back there. There's a lot of like, you guys kind of destroyed all of my ways back home.
That's
Plus,
fair.
you
That's fair.
took one of them, and on top of that, if I want to go with you guys, which I'm not saying I do, but maybe, maybe we can find some more cool stuff. I would love to see some more cool stuff around the rest of the world.
Yeah.
There's some stuff I want back home, all right?
All right.
I have
That's
stuff.
fair.
I need it.
That's fair.
I don't
That's
want to
fair.
just leave it all. I didn't say goodbye to anyone.
Oh.
Well,
You
you
should
are-
always say goodbye to people when you leave.
You are uncontracted at the moment. If you want passage on the ship, you must serve on the ship as well. Ask Ambrose.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true. I have just finished.
That goes for all of you.
This point, Seth is just all pissed off at everyone. Don't fucking leave Slack. Pick it up, bitch.
As he says that, I'm just gonna walk up to him and I can offer you my, and because I don't have my club on me, I'm like, I pull out a little dagger, I'm like, my dagger.
And my axe.
And my axe.
And your brother, says the necromancer.
Very well. And by the way, this is not completely unpaid, but you will get a small pittance of the loot as we continue.
Yeah, listen to Seth.
Captain,
Balthazar's still all fucked up. He's
We
just
should
like,
just leave him here. He looks like he's having a good time.
Captain, are you coming?
deep question. Do I want to come? No. Do I want to leave you in charge?
No.
Also, no.
I'm not entirely sure about that. Also, I thought that this was my ship.
I don't know where you got that idea. I mean, we took it down. We took all the people down.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember?
This is
Yeah.
the ship of the crew. And as captain, you get to decide what to do with it.
Or we could mutiny.
Out of the question.
Okay. Just
I've got an idea.
Lay it on me.
I have a drinking problem.
name that movie. Someone in the chat, name that movie.
You cannot become captain until you've spoken to the admiral. Anyway, I can't just give you the title of captain,
Yes.
but you can be the acting captain. Yes. This chief makes some good stuff.
Yeah, his athlete's back. It's quite something.
Gross.
I don't think I ever asked to be captain anyway.
No, you didn't. That was never part of the question.
Yeah.
We really just wanted to take the ship for a little cruise around the world in 80 days.
Do you currently, besides the ship that we just captured, have any other ships?
Not yet.
Not here anyway, but there are more in the Marmata.
The murder.
The Armata.
Yeah, they're all right there on that paper that you had.
Yeah. We should probably warn them. What if there are more crystal balls? What if they're going to go after them next?
They would need probably 20 ships to deal with the Admiral. Even if he didn't have his ship.
That's fair.
He alone is one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my life.
Have we met the Admiral yet?
You've never met the Admiral.
haven't either.
You've only spoken to the Admiral through your telecommunication methods.
Telecom.
But yeah, you've never seen him. You've only heard his voice, and that would be. You probably only spoken to him twice. You probably haven't actually even spoken. You probably just were talking to Balthazar, and he was like, "Go fetch me Seth. I'm gonna have this meeting real quick." And then you walk in on this meeting, and you hear this fucking scary motherfucker talking.
I like to picture him as an undead.
Mm-hmm. Like from World of Warcraft undead with the bone.
With both the jaw and just the tongue hanging down.
But it's like that dude. Oh man, who was it? The guy from Kiss with the long fucking tongue.
Yeah.
He had a kind
something Simmons.
Gene Simmons.
Gene
Jane Simmons.
Hey, I was close, all right? Especially for never listening to
Yeah.
that band. That is close, all right?
Yeah.
That is good. I got the last name right, and I got 2 out of 4 letters right. The first name, that's good.
I think it's Gene. Gene.
Oh, that's real weird. But okay. I worry about retiring now with all that's happening.
Even better, don't retire. Continue. You know, it would be my
This is
greatest
also the
gift.
best time to retire because all this bullshit's happening.
It really is. And look at the beautiful place you're in. What a place to retire. I mean, granted, the island is sick as fuck.
It's a really good
Sick as
point,
fuck.
Ambrose.
So sick.
Maybe I
Isn't it?
can continue captaining the ship until we figure out how to fix this, and then I retire here.
Sure. Well, I think the first order of business to try to fix that is to go to that ritual, right, Zana?
Maybe. I mean, this thing's a big ass sentient being. It might know what's going on. It might not. I don't. I just want to see what's up with it. You know, they said it's older than the Earth, or what did he say? I don't quite remember.
Yeah. Which
What the
I
hell?
call bullshit on.
What the hell does that even mean?
It's bullshit.
Yeah,
Fairy tale bullshit.
probably.
Ooh, we should ask it if it was a land turtle before it became a sea turtle. I mean, if he's older than the planet, he just walked around on stuff before it existed.
Then I'm wondering.
Is he God?
By the is that like monkey noise in the
I
back?
hear monkey noises for sure.
We're in the jungle. This song is called Insecto Symphonia
That's a name, and I like it.
Yeah.
by Rosella Clementi.
Was I able to see the?
As he's losing it,
I
he's
can't even
losing
really
it.
hear it from here.
Was I able to see the what part of the body we were at before on the east side?
The east is the ass.
Okay, so I was able to tell for sure.
Yeah, you were able to tell because
So I'm wondering
its
if
paw was like this, like it was in the backwards motion.
that's the case. I'm wondering if the village on the west side is by its head, and it needs to get air every once in a while. I'm sure of it.
I mean, unless it
So
gets
I'm
air
wondering-
from the island itself.
somehow the island connects directly to its lungs. I don't think there's any volcanoes on the island.
Yeah.
You would know there or not.
Yeah.
No vents or anything like that.
I'm wondering if the turtle is habitual and this ritual is around the same time where its head
Ooh.
comes up. I'm
a good
curious of
point.
that. I think, just to satisfy my curiosity, if the captain deems it worthy to go, we should probably check it out. And, Captain, along that same line, you have duty. You must rechristen the ship.
A good point. Also, this ship is apparently excessively fast. We must have fun with that before I retire, because I don't understand how they could possibly leave after us and get here at the same time, basically.
Good point.
Okay. First order of business. To the turtle's head. First order of business. Someone go tell the crew to, stay near the head of the island. This is so weird. Yeah, near the head of the island. Make sure they know that's the west end.
Do you want them to walk there?
No, they are on the ship, remember?
Oh.
We need to send someone over there just to tell them, hey, keep the ship over here so that we can just,
You want
Yeah.
us to walk there?
someone needs to go. I don't care if it's you or if it's Xavier, but someone needs to go. Send Xavier. We need someone who's a little scary on the ship.
I'm confused.
Why?
Are we walking there, like on the island, or I thought we were all just gonna get on the boat and
If you
sail over?
If you remember there's like some mountains on the west end right next to.
Oh, I don't remember.
Well,
So, I guess,
he
yeah.
can pull it up, but
Oh, I can. Look.
but yeah, there are mountains going. That's why the west end wasn't like the biggest priority. Is because they'd have to
right
kind
here.
of park.
Gotcha.
We should
And we're down here.
Also,
at
be
this-
careful where we put the boat in case the turtle lifts its head and just fucking takes the boat out.
Or when it goes down and it causes all the water to just go.
Yeah.
We should put the boat around here. And
I'll do that to explain that. I don't like Xavier, but I feel like he might forget to explain that properly.
Oh, goodness me.
And that is like of utmost importance, otherwise everyone dies.
And we lose another fucking boat.
Which is the bigger concern.
Yeah. There are a lot more people than there are boats in this world.
Yes.
Okay, you go. Do your explaining. Take Xavier. Take Blutus. We need to probably get this thing in order a little bit.
I'm on it.
I'll make sure everyone gets ready here, and then we will head out from here.
Gross.
Aye, Captain.
That takes you 2 hours. In the meantime, is there anything you guys want to do? Chris, Ambrose, and by Chris I mean Hermit Ambrose.
No, not in particular.
Are we on the boat?
No,
We're
you're
walking.
you're sitting here.
Oh, shit.
You're sitting here, kind of getting ready for this little
Oh, okay.
trip over to the other side. Is
Yeah.
there any?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit with my thieves' tools and try to get into that little box.
Okay. Roll me a thieves' tools check. I think it's Dex plus you probably have proficiency, so.
I have proficiency.
Because you're an artificer.
Yeah. Let's see. I have proficiency: alchemists, cartographers, glassblowers, and thieves' tools, and tinker's tools.
Jesus fucking.
And I get I get expertise in those.
Okay.
Also, because of my level. So let's use this one. Ooh. So you said Dex plus what's it?
probably it's your dex plus
Dex
your double
proficiency.
proficiency because of
Alright.
expertise.
Dex. 17.
Okay, yeah. You sit there kind of working with this. You have, a little bit of a difficult time because this box is probably like this big.
Oh.
And the
Tiny.
lock is really difficult to kind of get into, but you sit there, use your chin, you use your mouth, you're trying to like get all of your stuff together, and eventually get this opened. Within, you find 6 very, very slim packets, basically, of powder. They're about this big,
Okay.
filled with powder. As a fairy, I'm not gonna have you roll to know what this is. This is pixie dust. It's 6 packs of pixie dust.
Cool.
And yeah, that's all that's in here.
Great.
But you would know, good to have for anyone who isn't already you. But good for you to have to be able to use whenever you need.
Yes.
So would that be like ground up berries?
No. Do you know what pixie dust does?
Oh, it's an actual
I
thing.
don't know why I would.
It's an actual thing. Yes.
Okay, so I can actually add it.
Yeah. You have 6 little packs of it,
Okay.
and each pack is basically one use.
Does it say how it's made?
Yeah, does it?
I'm
sure it's not gonna-
Is
exactly.
this danger from pixies?
No. No, it does not.
They pee. It's dust.
It's dandruff.
There you go. Have fun
No.
with this.
it's wing dandruff. So when our wings they shed every once in a while, sort of like a lizard, and then we can vibrate them really quickly like a bee, and it makes a little buzzing sound, and then the dust falls. That's how it's made. In case you want to know how this pixie dust is made. Pixie dust is a street term for blow, by the way.
Yeah, it is
So-
also a term in the real world, but this in D&D is a magic item.
Let me see it.
I don't know what would happen to you if you did that. Okay, yeah. So you've gotten into the container. Anything else you needed to do?
Actually, there's something that I want to do while they're like digging around. I'm gonna try to reach out to Sirik again.
Okay.
Did I see any like symbols when I talked to him? Or was it just like a voice in my head?
You would have had a voice in your head, and almost like if you, and not everyone can do this, but if you can, then you'll understand what I mean. Have you ever tried to imagine a color?
Yeah.
You've got like a really sickly looking green color. That's like when he was talking to you. That kind of like was in your mind as he was speaking.
Okay, but there wasn't like a symbol of him.
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna try and pray and be like, "Hello, Sirik," but I'm also saying this in Drum.
Okay.
I'm reaching out once more to try and help your cause.
Ah, yes. You would like to continue to assist me, would you?
Indeed.
Interesting. There are more shrines that could be put to good use on all of the mainlands. Bring my memory back more fully.
Okay, is there anything that you need to do at these shrines?
Fix them and leave a dead creature. One that is not a snake.
Okay. I guess anyone else that's around me, you just hear riveting.
Can you roll me a insight? Can you roll me an insight check?
15.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a text.
Okay.
Ooh, secrets. What the heck is happening? My Fitbit battery is dying at a very quick rate. Like it was literally charging this morning.
Yeah, I need a new phone. It's having some problems.
I mean, it is like shattered also.
Yeah, I got a glass splinter yesterday from the phone,
Oh my god.
That sucks.
which I could fix by getting a case. But if I'm just gonna get a new phone, then why
Yeah.
bother getting a case? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was having trouble charging.
Oh no.
So
Did you know that there's a setting in there to save the longevity of your battery so that when you charge it, it only charges up to 85%?
I don't think I have that.
Oh. Maybe not. Maybe it's
It
in
has
the
on
ones.
iOS and a couple of other.
Oh, do you have an iPhone, Joe?
No.
No.
I've got the 22.
Okay. We'll say it's been 2 hours. You, at this point, are back. Everyone has all their stuff. It's you guys and Balthazar. And you're ready to move.
There is something I'd like to do on our way out of town.
Okay?
Sending all these pictures to Mom and Papa. I sent them the picture and Mom was just sent a question mark. It's like, hello, you should recognize this dog.
So adorable though that he's just holding the ball like that.
Ready?
Show the camera what's going on over there.
Oh, they can see. Oh, over there. Yeah. Go for it.
Go higher. Yeah, I mean it's quite far away.
Yeah, but you can kind of see it
Yeah.
if you look closely. He's got his paw and his ball.
His toy. He doesn't have balls anymore.
I want to stop for some bandages on the way out of town.
Okay. Cool. You can probably ask the chief where to buy anything like that. And he sends you to a tent at the northwest side of the village. And you go in, there's a nice little turtle there. She looks at you and she's like, "Hello,
Hello.
what you need?"
I need some bandages.
Oh,
I fall a lot, you see.
do you have your wings out?
Yes.
She just is like staring at your wings, like,
Eyes front, eyes up here. My eyes are right here.
you fall a lot.
I do.
What? with wings.
Takes a lot more effort to fly with wings than you'd think.
Okay, yeah. Cool. Bandages. One sec.
Great. I'm gonna shift my weight to like, and then I'm gonna like trip myself and fall over. Oh fuck! See?
Okay, yeah, this one's on the house.
Thank you. I'm just gonna wrap around this non-existent injury.
It's like a palm leaf, basically.
Okay.
That has been kind of like ground down and kind of almost turned into fabric.
Yeah.
But it has this almost like an aloe that's all over it.
Cool.
And they're all wrapped up into like circles.
Ah, great. How many can I get from her, and how much do I owe?
You can get 5 if you want that are
do.
ready. And they're like 5 silver or 1 silver each, let's say. So 5 silver total.
All right. Thanks very much. Best be going. What? Failed to remove coins. Oh, because I don't have any. Okay.
Well, you have it.
No, I know. I've got gold, not silver.
Oh.
So I need to remove 1, and I'm going to add 5 silver.
Nice.
All right.
Are there any magical items sold here?
This is a very like medic type shop.
Oh,
Yeah, they. From what you understand of the Eastern Village, which you spent a lot of time at, they don't really like have items like that. It's a lot of like barter trade stuff, and sometimes they'll take coins and use them as currency. They don't like to because again they just kind of trade their services or their goods for other stuff. But yeah, they don't have need for worldly items, material stuff like that. Just simple tools that they can use to get the job done.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
What kind of healing do the bandages do, so I can write that down?
They'll do a hit die.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. It's pretty cheap for a hit die.
Yeah, dude. So I was just fucking thinking about that. I'm like, what are the stipulations?
But that could be 1
Like
HP.
my hit die? Or
Yeah, it'll be like anyone, like whoever uses it, their hit die. But again, they also don't understand like currency values.
Yeah.
Like, they're not about to go use that currency.
yeah.
But maybe one of the turtles somewhere likes what they look like and makes stuff out of it. Who knows? They might even just melt it down and turn it into jewelry.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So you say your goodbyes. The chief.
No, I don't.
I didn't expect you to, but I expect Ambrose would.
I do. And I'm going to turn to Zana. This is how you do it when you leave a place, because you may never come back. You always say, goodbye, chief. I'm going to shake the chief's hand.
Chief, one hand on pipe, one hand shakes
Shake.
your hand.
I'm going to turn to the next turtle. Goodbye, chief. Goodbye, chief. Goodbye, chief. And I'm going to turn around and walk out.
You just see the chief like looks at the pipe. You just had like an out of body experience. And you head out.
This song's name is excellent.
Nice.
It's in German. I don't know how to pronounce the word die. D. Kaputznergruft.
Die kaput.
Die Kaputznergruft.
I thought you literally meant this song's name is excellent. I'm like,
Oh.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was like,
No.
nice. So you're heading northwest?
Northeast.
Northwest.
Northwest.
Why? We're going to the head, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the
that's the west.
the village was the
Get with the picture.
Other village. Not
Other
East
village.
What,
Jeez.
East Village is burned to the
right.
ground.
That's why I was very confused.
Southern Village is fine. You've been there for a long time. Northwest of you is the Western Village,
Gotcha.
Might be
Yeah.
okay.
which might be okay, which might be filled with like crazy turtles, which might be filled with like no turtles. Who knows? You have a note, and you're going there.
Cool.
And you have a few hippos.
We do. Robert Downey and Jr.
Yep.
I'm gonna write on Junior.
Okay. You're right on, Junior.
Yeah.
Farha hops on with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going through. Do you want to do anything on your journey? Do you want to like? I don't have the map on me, and I can search
I do.
through my pictures. I can come around. Let's do that.
I'm just gonna play dice with Farha. Like I'm gonna sit cross-legged, facing her.
I'm gonna pull out my playing card set. I'm gonna play solitaire.
Yes.
Playing dice.
Okay. It's like a 6 to 8 hour long
Ooh.
little journey there.
We're gonna play Yahtzee.
You and Farha playing some games,
And Hermit.
all of which Farha does not know.
Okay, I'll teach her.
Okay. You're teaching Farha games, playing them. Seth is writing on Robert, most likely.
I'm talking with the captain, whatever the captain is, I'm with him. Giving him back the clams, all the important affects from the ship that I haven't given him yet. Just catching up with him. Dear
Okay.
friend of mine.
The captain, you've never seen him do this before, but he is like full on lion right now. He is actually like on all fours, running.
Is his hair still braided?
Wind through his braids. And he's got this like big grin, this long fangs coming out. But yeah, he's like in another place. Like he looks like he's about to retire. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's got that sense about him.
When Leonins get old, do they revert back to like a more animalistic self? He seems very top of the pride, prowling the jungles.
I'm unsure. That's not something I know much about.
Is that a racist thing to say?
Yes.
We don't really
If you're talking to him and you have 3 people on your hip, you're yelling to him. So lion ears are definitely picking that
What's
shit up.
wrong with the lion?
And he's doing like some parkour moves off of trees. He's like running, like pouncing off, doing like side jumps, swinging off branches. Like he's just having a blast. He looks like this is some fun shit that he's doing.
He looks like an old cat to me.
I'm not even mid-aged yet.
Oh.
Throw him in the brig when we get on the ship.
Like,
Oh,
that never works.
Captain loves me. Captain is used to me. Does Captain have a name? Is it just Captain?
Why are you like this? Ambrose.
To make you smile, Captain.
He's obviously lost his grin.
Well, as we were walking over there, I would pull out my banjo and start singing.
Okay, sweet. So you've got Banjo Kazooie, the frog. I would assume Jimjar.
Is it easy?
I would assume Jimjar, like, I think he had a ukulele. I think I gave him a ukulele
Yeah, I
because he
think
was
so.
too small. And he's
Oh.
fucker. Little thief dog. He's running with it. He's like, don't steal my shit. I'd assume Jimjar's like sitting there trying to like keep up, but really he's just like looking at what you're doing and trying to mimic it. Let's see if he even does a decent job. Yeah, he's horribly off pace from you.
Thank
Do
you.
you also want me to roll a performance?
Yeah, roll me a performance check. Let's see if this is like a good
19.
19. Yeah, this is like some sweet like jams, like Bayou jams almost.
Nice.
And then they like start playing like Rainbow Connection.
Yeah, so it gets nightfall, I'd say, in about 2 hours from leaving the village. If you're wanting to make camp, you could do so, or you can do what Seth makes you do and go through the night.
They're soaking up the sun.
Oh, so cute. Noticing the child falling asleep and nearly falling off the hippo, I think we should find somewhere to set up camp for the night.
Ambrose, up. Go up. Find a place. Rather quickly, you see, 300 feet off, you've got a nice little circular area that you can use for a camp.
Cool. Fly back down. A couple 100 feet over there, there's a place we can use for a camp. It's a little opening in the woods. It's very nice, really. Some grass and trees. Sun. Moon, stars.
Alright, Jim Jar, Hermit. Set up camp, will ya?
Jim Jar is like, okay, yeah, sure. And he just jumps and it hits the ground and just lays there. That's how he camps. He lived out here on this island, and he was never a camper. He just laid there.
For some reason, it reminds me of the Trix bunny.
Yeah, he's a Trix bunny.
Too.
Come on, Jim Jar. Tricks are for kids. Okay, Jim Jar, will you set up our camp for us then? That's what Seth means. Set up our camp.
We just need some fire. You don't want to eat.
Is there any water nearby that I can sense?
I forgot
Do you have
about
that picture up still?
No, but I can pull it up real
I feel like you would be at the west end of the lake.
quick. This one.
Wait, let me just come around.
Sorry.
No, you're good. There's way too many corks coming out of that thing.
Yeah.
Looks like Neo in the fucking tube. Oh, you wouldn't even be anywhere near that.
Well, so we're traveling here. And how long do we travel? It's an 8-hour trip here.
Yeah,
We traveled for 4?
for 2.
2? Oh, so we're like
You're
here.
like right around there, yeah.
Do we have Blutus with us at all?
No, you took Blutus and Xavier back.
Okay. I can do nothing for you then.
I guess I can fly up and see where how close the lake is. If I go high enough.
Yeah, if you go high enough.
Well, because you gave me that water sense thing. So I was going to see if I can sense anything.
It's pretty far. Like you. Plus, you swam to and from that ship earlier, so for this day, I think you're good.
Oh, okay.
Might be something you need to think about for the morn
Yeah.
or the remainder of the day tomorrow.
I mean, I guess we could just alter our path tomorrow and just take a little bit longer to go up to the lake and just follow the edge of the lake.
Yeah.
Because it almost reaches that village anyway.
Yes, that would be most preferable for me. I don't know why my was changed.
Yeah. Could do some fishing too.
But not Jim Jar's kind of weird fishing. Actual fishing.
How does Jim Jar fish?
with a fishing rod.
He now has a fishing rod.
Okay.
You would know he's not as good as you at fishing because he can't swim like you. But he did try and he got a few. Okay, yeah, so you set up camp. Jim Jar does a lot of shitty work setting up camp.
Huh.
He does not understand what you need, but he does get some rocks and set up a nice little enclosed campfire area.
Oh, cool.
Um,
I don't think we actually have any tents with us.
I think I do.
I do not. I have a bedroll, so I'm gonna. I don't know.
I already used my creation.
I'm just gonna cling to a tree, and I'm just gonna start going up a tree about like probably 7 feet up, and just cling to it and fall asleep.
okay.
Yeah, I'll just lay out my bedroll.
Cast Lehman's tiny hut. I'm just kidding. I wish I had that.
Yeah. This jewelry that I have in my inventory, none of it's magical, right?
No.
All right. I'm wearing it anyway.
All of it.
All of it. I've got a gold necklace with ruby pendant, an onyx ring, and a sapphire ring.
Now you're looking the part. You mean Arg?
Arg! My little fairy. Arg!
You just see Balthazar and he's just like sitting around. Just looking.
What's on your mind here?
It's a weird feeling. I'm about to have nothing to do. I mean, we have this journey. But after that, retirement just seems weird. A life full of thievery, and then I'm gonna be staying here around the same people. Not gonna want to steal from.
Must it be here? Is this where you want to be?
This is a pretty cool place, but at the same time, the wealth I've amassed
Go to
cannot
waste here.
be spent here. It's a whole weird situation. Maybe I need to buy a bunch of shit somewhere else. Yes, buy a bunch of stuff somewhere else, and then charter someone to bring me back. Sounds like a great option.
Hey, it's not a bad idea. However, how will you find this place again? Now that it's on the move.
Great question.
That could be your great adventure.
Last adventure. What we could do, we could leave that crystal ball here with the chief. And we could steal the other one
Hey,
from Agma's wharf. And then I could... These people probably don't have a navigator. How are they gonna tell me where to go? I'll have to take the thing. That map. No, that doesn't make sense either. I don't know what to do. I'm sure there's a nice place I'll find.
Yeah, the world is big.
Where did you come from again?
That way.
Okay, I'm going the other way.
we've been to a few nice beach towns.
Yeah? Let's take a quick 15.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Go ahead and initiate your long rests.
Yes. Long rest,
And
intermission.
we will be back at noon. All right. And we have returned.
Whoa.
You have a 6-hour journey to reach your destination.
And we're gonna swing by the lake on our way. Oh, I'm not in frame. I'm gonna swing by the lake on our way up, and kind of travel along the lake instead.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. You get to the lake. Hermit, you have plenty of time to kind of swim around. Could even catch breakfast while you're going. And yeah, the hippos will also just jump in the water and fuck about.
Gross.
Just Robert and Downey. Junior's not old enough for that. But they'll swim around and they'll have some fun. Shut up, Estes. You fucking perv.
They're going downy.
You're a hip perv.
I'm gonna count that as a dad joke.
Absolute dad joke.
Let's throw in some.
Fucker.
I thought of that and I was just like,
Yeah. So, let's see. Anything weird happen?
I mean,
Yeah, you guys get to watch hippo porn live. That's what happens because I had a pretty good roll right there. So,
we're riding you. No.
I'm like, and here you see 2 arcane hippos doing the nasty.
this is often how it happens in the Fey realm.
This is David Attenborough.
But you kind of go along the southern edge of this lake, going west, and come out. Do you want to see if you catch anything where you have even been trying to, Hermit?
Yeah, I'll try to catch something.
Okay. Roll me a survival check.
That is a 10.
10. You catch some small little fishies. You're not able to really get your hands on anything worth a meal.
Well, there's a reason they don't call him Hermit the Catcher.
Yeah, he comes out. He's just got like all these little fish. They're like minnow size.
Oh God.
I would understand how fishing with a fishing rod works, right?
You never needed it, but you
But
you
like,
could.
I would understand. Because I was going to give them to.
You'd probably get it. Yeah, you like. I'm sure if someone explained it, if nothing else, Zana would have. I'm sure. Like if Jim Joe was like, I don't quite understand this. Yeah. You get the premise of using bait.
I give the fish to Ginger and I say, here you go. You can use this to catch fish. Your really crude way of doing it.
And he'll just take them, be like, oh, cool, I get to try this out. But yeah, you continue. Someone roll me survival for your journey through this jungle,
Better gotta get my dice.
this jungly swamp.
I'm not gonna do it.
Please do it.
This doesn't make any sense though.
What?
That my survival is so low.
How low is it?
That's a 22
-1.
with a natural 20.
Hey, all right.
Sweet. Because I can navigate. So why is my survival? I mean, my survival is just that low because of
Your stats.
my
yeah.
stats.
That is really fucking
So
good.
dumb.
He got a 22.
Oh.
So he got a nat
I
20.
got a 25.
I expect you to be it.
I got 5.
We're going with hermits. Now you have your dice. Maybe you'll have to use them. Yeah, so you, as you're kind of going through, you're noticing this part of the jungle is quite wild. The trees almost look like they're like tangling into each other, and like branches are like wrapping around themselves, and you're also kind of walking through. You're stepping on roots. You're on this kind of like really uneven terrain, and as you step into the roots, even your very small frog body, you're not heavy, but you do feel yourself sink into these roots a little bit.
Fatty.
And the rest of you really sink into the roots. Like you're imprinting into them, and you hear these like really gross squelching sounds as you walk.
Ew.
And with your nat 20, you notice a lot of this nasty rot, and as you hear the squelching that's very much more prominent than where you're stepping, you look back and you see as Balthazar steps and his like claws kind of dig in a little bit, you see this black rot coming from out of the tree that he steps into. Stop licking me, please. Go.
I think we should avoid this area, guys.
Why?
Look.
Oh shit. Is Junior sinking in?
Junior is like, at this point you guys aren't on them.
Oh, okay.
They've kind of like gone a little bit around because again these are like seriously like packed together tightly.
Cool.
And the roots kind of go around themselves, and even when you look up, both you and Hermit would notice like the branches that they're like doing this type of like grappling thing, and where they're meeting there's like that ripping type thing going on with the bark.
Oh, they're holding hands.
And from the like creases between them you see more of this. It's like dripping, and
I am leaving.
I'm gonna just hover there.
you hover.
I'm gonna kick my feet a little bit to get the grossness off of them.
Roll me a perception check.
New dice, you have forsaken me. Perception 10.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, fuck me. 9.
You get some of this goo on your shoulders, on your wings,
Oh, gross.
and it burns.
Ow! Jeez. I think I'm gonna float back down.
You're gonna take 3 points of necrotic damage as it is almost like a tar right now. And you start noticing as it kind of does this, you start seeing this like steam around you almost from where all of these little like holes are. Above is where the main problem is. You see above you there's like this nasty looking steam that's coming off of the branches, where all of this, where all the branches are kind of like destroying themselves, basically. And on your skin, take one of your tools or take something and you try and scrape it off, and part of your skin comes off with it.
Ugh. Gross. Zana, is this part of what is happening to the island that you're investigating?
Yeah, Zana is also like taking off with Seth. Like, sees all this shit, watches that. Get out of there! And you guys all take off out. It's gonna take you a good bit to come kind of around this area. And after that, like after you're kind of out of this disgusting spot, Zana's like, you know, obviously takes a little bit from one of the dripping points, like, you know, and
For science!
Is the makeup similar to black pudding?
no,
Okay.
Is it like tar?
it is much more tar-like. When it drips, it's like, it does a like long stretch and then just like droplets come off, and when they hit, it's like weighted.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not to that extent of like, I mean, you guys would have just all died if that was a bunch of black pudding. Let's be real. Yeah, so once Zana has it in this jar, kind of looks at them both, and you know, shakes them and tilts them and looks at kind of how they react, and looks at you and is like, this is, yeah, the same stuff. I think
Wow.
there's some like tree sap mixed in there, but it's the same.
Well, it fucking hurts.
Yeah, it's raw.
Yeah.
And then looks at your skin where it's kind of like boiled off, and is just like, you need to do something with that.
It's fine. I'll whip something up real quick. Oh.
19 on a medicine check from Zana.
Oh, okay.
Zana like takes out a knife and is like, you need to peel like the skin around that off.
All right. Let's do this. Ow. Ow. Ow.
You're doing it wrong. Please
Oh,
allow
here,
me.
Take it.
Seth kind of digs in.
Ow. Be careful with my wings. I don't care about my arm. Just be careful about my wings.
Cleans out the like surrounding area. You've got a pretty good chunk of like meat missing now.
You know, this will fetch a pretty price on the black market.
I'm sure it will.
How do you do this?
Point first. Just have you ever dug out a metal splinter?
I did with fucking
An
Tweezers.
X-Acto knife? Oh.
tweezers. Yeah,
You've never cut.
I do is like ripping my skin.
I have. I know
You
exactly
have?
what you're
Yeah,
talking
that's exactly what I'm. So
Kind of fit the tip in and then do like a turny type of thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so I like cut everything around and then go under and sort of like get the first layer of skin as well from underneath.
Okay. Yeah, you got a little bit of meat that kind of just falls off, and it hits the ground, and you watch it just like gets consumed by this blackness very quickly.
Oh.
Um,
Do I take more damage from that?
I'm doing damage
Not
for
being
sure.
gentle, for
No.
yeah.
I'm kind of getting a kick out of it.
I've always wanted to stab you,
I
Ambrose.
mean, fine.
Yeah, we'll say you take 4
All right.
4 more points.
I'm going to pull out. That was weird. A little jar, kind of uncork it, and you get this cream off and kind of like dab it and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Nice.
I'm just watching this happen. I'm like, well, at least we aren't having frog tonight.
Not yet. We'll see what's in the cards.
Just look at Amber, or
Seth.
Victor.
Seth.
Thank you. Like, just like very questioning him, like, holy shit.
You know, frog legs are a delicacy some places. They say it tastes like chicken.
It does indeed.
Oh yeah, we've had this conversation before.
You have had this exact same.
I forgot, yeah.
Because then we all freaked out. They were like, "Oh my god, are you cannibals?" And we were like, "Sometimes."
I totally forgot, yeah.
As you guys walk around this, it has become obvious where this kind of happens, and you notice it kind of spreads, and you'll see like in some, like you're walking through a much more green area, and you'll see a like one tree that's still connected over here, and you see it like halfway taken over. You start to notice that it is kind of like thicker, almost like it's filled, like it has been filled up with this.
Part of me wants to figure out like if there's a ground zero for this.
Yeah, I know. Because it's kind of spreading, right?
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like it's spreading, and you see creatures on the ground
Oh.
that are like dead, and
I don't think I have any like protect from poison or anything abilities like that.
Oh, I forgot that I can change my spells every day. I'm not used to this. I didn't today, so I'm not gonna. But
I mean, you haven't used a spell, but
I did. I used Cure Wounds just now.
oh yeah, that's true.
So I'll change them tomorrow. I on a normal day I could do that.
I could create an umbrella that's made of like
Ella.
I don't know, metal maybe.
I'm gonna turn to Zana and be like, can you ask the hippos if they've been here?
Zana looks over to them, casts Speak with Animals, and will converse with the hippos. She relays to you guys, they have not been here.
So it must be spreading faster than this immediate area.
Zana's assumption when you say that is like it seems like a really intense disease. It must kind of pick up the pace in its infection once it like grabs hold of something. It really starts to take it over. Does anyone have anything that can maybe be shot into one of these trees?
Yeah.
A few things?
I pull out my crossbow.
Yeah, I have a crossbow too.
I pull out my longbow.
That tree, shoot it in a few different spots. You like see like the bolts go into the tree and like all the way in. And then Zana's like, oh, I wanted to retrieve them too.
Well, you can go get them.
Here, I would go up to a tree and with my war pick, I'll just take some parts out of the tree.
Is this what you want?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, never mind.
6.
Yeah, as you like hit into it, it splurts out at you. 5 necrotic to you. As it like, it's like you hit it and it's almost like just spits at you. but your pick, when you do push it, like hit into it, it goes like all the way in. Like there's no tree there anymore. You tell this quite easily, and it kind of makes sense as you see these like bolts just go straight through. It's like almost like just going through that liquid. As it does so, you see the like wooden portion of this bolt get consumed, and it breaks off, and some of the pieces of the back of the bolt just fall to the bottom.
Is the metal okay?
The metal is fine.
Okay.
Your pick is fine. It is filled with this nastiness.
I'll come back and take my knife and I'll do the same thing to me. Yes.
Balthazar's just looking at everyone like,
Yeah, I'm just like looking at this happen as he's like enjoying to cut himself. I'm like, would possibly lighting it on fire destroy it?
Ooh.
I mean, it's got its dangers, of course. Right, Zana?
I don't know what that would do. Let's see, and they'll take the little jar and put it out. And
Hold your breath.
does anyone have like some way of just putting a little bit of fire into the jar?
Yeah,
I do.
I have a tinderbox.
Okay, yeah, we'll say
I have prestidigitation.
I would
roll me
rather...
a d20, both of you.
11.
5.
Okay.
No, don't.
I can make a flaming sphere if you'd like.
No, let's do this from afar. And everyone back away like 15, 20 feet.
And I'll light it with prestidigitation. So I think I can light fires with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can get a little fire going.
Yeah.
You have this little prestidigitation fire that goes into the jar, and you see the whole thing just like.
I can
fire?
probably make a Molotov cocktail for you if you'd like.
No, like all of that rot, all the like tar or substance is just melted instantly. Just like it's super flammable.
Oh.
Does it smoke a lot or?
It does. It smokes this black smoke that comes out super quick. Like you just lit like a sparkler, and you know, like sparklers just like instantly are super smoky and then kind of like chill out. Yeah, it makes this big plume, and then that's it.
I bet nothing good happens if you inhale that.
Probably, for this scale, probably not be good for any of the inhabitants of the island, let alone the atmosphere of the world.
Let alone for us.
Let alone for us.
Yeah, I don't think lighting the woods on fire would be a good idea. Pretty sure we'll burn the entire thing to the shell.
So,
And so it's a lion turtle, or is it just a turtle?
It's a turtle of my own creation.
Oh, okay. So, I guess being with the turtles in the eastern village, I would know that like their shells are fairly sensitive, right?
Yeah, you would know, like, they're hard enough that if they wanted to, they could, like, use them as a sled, you know, like, they could, like, slide down a hill with them, but they are prone to chipping, and they're prone to, yeah, they're able to be just, like, kind of wrecked.
Okay. Damn, I was just gonna start burning shit.
so.
I want to investigate, like, if there's a spot that it's coming from, but
you want me to like fly up and
Could you? Yeah.
I could
Maybe
look.
see if there's like a
Just do a
darker spot on
flyover.
the canopy.
I guess I'll just do a flyover and just kind of see if I can find the midpoint. Get maybe a little bit closer. I think the closest I would want to get is maybe 15 feet above. I
Okay.
don't want to get any closer than that. Just
You go further than 15 feet above.
yeah, to start.
You
for
go
sure.
far. Yeah, you
Yeah.
see from above, this is quite obvious.
Okay.
There's no leaves, even though from where you were on the ground floor, you couldn't see up. There's like this, that steam is like this dark mist that from very high, it would look like just a really dark canopy, but it's this kind of blackish purple smoke almost that just encompasses this, and it goes all the way to the western end of the island.
Oh shit. Oh shit. The western end of the island toward where the head is.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Would I surmise that it probably started over there and has spread this far, or
you would know that it either starts from somewhere on that end or starts from where you are.
Okay.
That's what would make sense to you.
but I can't obviously tell where
You can't
where
just
the start is.
yeah. There's no pool of it or anything.
Right.
So yeah, it
Okay.
just looks like this whole spot has been taken over, and it's kind of like gone down like the western shore a little bit, coming away, and otherwise it's started to kind of you don't really see any tendrils reaching out or anything, but from when you were walking, you were close, that there are spots where it is reaching further out.
Okay. Can I see the other village from here?
No.
Alright. I'll just go back down and tell them all what I saw.
Devil worshipping village turtles. That's my initial thought. Well, if there's nothing to investigate inside that area, all the better. Let's continue.
You go all the way around, and come to.
Imagine we have to go through it at some point to get to the village.
You do come to a. Well, you don't entirely. You don't come to there's no line going north. So you are able to go all the way around. But as you do start to feel this really intense feeling. Anyone who would look to Zana, which you've been walking for so long, you would all kind of look, you would notice this glow, this really bright glow coming from the jar that they carry,
The jelly room?
the jellyfish
Right,
jar.
What does that do again?
Zana, your jar is glowing.
Yeah, and it's this deep, deep purple that's super bright.
I don't remember what it does.
The color shows the mood or intent or emotion of something it senses within a specific area. And the brightness determines basically this thing, whatever the presence, I kind of stated as the magnitude of its will.
Oh, okay.
So You come up to an ant, you probably won't even see a color. You won't even see, like, that won't be a bright color. You come up to, like, a demon lord, and you're seeing, like, this bright fucking red that you can't see through type of brightness.
Purple mean.
Are the colors related to the types of emotion?
Yes, I think so. You would also know these. Like
we have
know-
them back home. Like my wings do the same thing,
Yeah.
but are reflective of my emotions. So purple. When have my wings turned purple? When I was feeling royal.
Yeah, you could roll an insight check.
I'd love to do that.
Sorry.
It's pretty good. 19.
This is almost like a confusion.
Oh. Something's confused then?
Really confused.
Is it picking up our confusion? Because we're all fucking confused with this thing.
You do know that you're getting closer to the head,
Oh.
which would, you know,
Okay.
be where emotions would come from.
Right.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do know that typically these things don't react unless something's within a pretty close area. 120 feet, I think, is what I
120?
put.
Okay. I was
Um,
thinking 300 for some reason. 120.
however,
Technically,
you would remember a time in which there was a large mass of people coming towards your woods.
Right.
Because
Because there were a bunch of like humans who like were waging war on us.
Yeah. And
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that would have been from miles away. The feeling that these things can get when it's like this large movement or large creatures, you would imagine, just due to like kind of like the same circumstance almost. They can feel from further away.
Gotcha.
So you would be unsure if it's like the village that you're walking up on, or it could be.
we're also right on top of the turtle, technically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be either of them. I mean, but it's concerning nonetheless. If it's the turtle, then it's confused. If it's the village, there's something going on in the village that's concerning. Either way, this is a concerning omen.
Keep our guards up, of course. Maybe it's best not to just waltz into the village. Sort of check it out before we
We
go.
should sashay instead, or maybe two-step.
Shuffle. A little shuffle into the village.
Yeah.
Yes, I would agree. Probably best to be a little more observant this time.
Yes.
Have I been to the village before? This one? No.
No, because the eastern one was a lot closer, just a lot more easy to reach. I guess this one you'd have to either climb all the way up the mountain, come down, and then go around, or you'd need. But this one,
From tidings of the other turtles, are these like? I don't know if there's savages, like
they're more.
or barbarian-esque.
They're a lot different. You like just from the small discussions you've had, and especially like the ones you just had with the chief, kind of understand that they're not like savages or anything, but they are. They are. How would I describe them? How would the chief have described? The chief would have kind of described them as.
Different.
No, like he has better vocabulary than I do. That's for sure. He would have described them as like fanatical. They do have like this village is very like based on this religion of this turtle that is the island.
Does that include sacrifices?
Like cult like.
He hasn't spent enough time cult like. That's what his sense would have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. All right. I think we just continue until we get closer.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably at a slower, more careful pace.
Slow and careful. Perceptive boy.
That's me.
Go ahead and roll me. I mean, it doesn't really affect anything, but visual perception as you're looking out.
That's a bad roll.
Oh no.
That's a bad roll. That's
Being
a
18.
35. Okay. Yeah, you as you're kind of going, don't see anything. It's still a pretty packed jungle. Enough space that the hippos are able to kind of walk through. They do have to, mosey around stuff on occasion, kind of serpentine through these, as they're like large areas. They just don't want to like deal with stepping over. But you don't see anything that would give you reason to believe you're too close.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that they have like, I don't know, something in me tells me that they have people like around, like just watching or hunting or something. That's just the feeling I get.
Yeah. You continue going. Say you check in 30 minutes again. You kind of have everyone stop and really like have everyone look around. Roll me another perception check.
This one's gonna be 35. No, that one's even worse. 16.
You do indeed notice as you're going up above pretty high, there are some turtles that you notice kind of trying to navigate the tree, not doing the stealthiest of jobs doing so. But you do lock eyes with one, and as you do see these like are much more heavily dressed than the ones you've seen, and they have bone jewelry.
Ooh.
I'm getting the forest vibes here.
You should be getting the forest vibes. That's a good analogy there.
Aren't we in a forest?
Yeah,
Like-
it's a survival game.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
Yeah, you'll see. There's one up here. There's one over there. They're like kind of all around, and you see the one that you lock eyes with hit the tree, and it makes this clacking sound that reverberates, and then you hear just all the way around. A fuckload of this. Yeah, and you're like looking this thing dead in the eyes.
Is there a tree next to me?
Yeah. Yeah. You see them all start to kind of like slide down and like get a little more stanced.
I will not get in an aggressive stance. And be like, hello!
As they come down,
They're about midway down the tree,
okay,
just to give you a visual.
kind of like I reach kind of like down into the shadows. I just pull out a morning star.
This morning star kind of materializes into Hermit's hand.
We come in peace if you'll let us.
Stay there.
Wasn't going anywhere.
I'm gonna just put my foot to the side
You
and then shift it another step. And just stand there.
see this thing that looks like a wind chime picks up, and he'll kind of like swing the like I don't know, thing that hits this. I don't want to call it a striker, but the striker, and he spins it around a few times, and it keeps on going, and it just almost seems like he's like revving this thing, and the sound gets louder and louder and louder and louder until it's like this droning in your ear, in your brain almost. And he just sits there doing this. Then he stops, and he stops all of the chimes and just watches you.
Are you ready, band?
Mm-hmm. Hurdy-gurdy.
Everyone's pulling out their instruments. Are you pulling yours out there, Hermit?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, you
We'll play our song.
roll me a performance check.
Oh, natural 20.
Fuck.
16.
10.
So it's 21.
Landed
Nice.
on the keys. Just
Yeah. You start kind of like going to a beat. You and Hermit have like this beat going, and then freaking Ambrose from out of the nowhere, he just goes off on this freaking hurdy-gurdy solo. And as you do, you kind of see the body language. These dudes kind of like loosen up, and they're just kind of like listening, and they're cool with this. Like they're enjoying it. They don't feel you to be like some sort of threat, like imminent threat, but yeah, they still look at you like with a weary eye, but they relax slightly. As you have this awesome jam going.
I wish we could find the coffin dance in hurdy-gurdy. I'm gonna look for it.
And as you were playing this, you notice from up ahead.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's.
You notice from up ahead
There's a medieval color.
Yeah.
a very, very large turtle. He stands about 10 feet tall.
There's reverse dance.
Shell comes to points in many different spots. Very intense looking motherfucker.
It's you, Bowser.
There are these like bones that are almost like affixed to these spikes, and it's only on like the outside.
Sorry.
It's only on like the outsides of this shell. It's not a Bowser shell where it's like there's spikes on the back. You wouldn't even be able to see that because he's in front of you. But yeah, it's just right there. And you see his face. It almost looks transparent, almost like mist, like almost reforming. It's this really weird looking, kind of scary guy. And you hear his footsteps loudly, and he's lugging around this shell. It's fucking heavy. But he comes to about 50 feet away from you and says, "What business do you have here?"
Captain, you're a little bit. Fine, I'll do it. The island, it is awoken, and Curiosity brings us here.
Also a note. We were summoned.
Oh, we were summoned?
Yeah, there was a note. Which is Zana. Zana has a note.
Zana, the note.
Oh, yeah, we're at the other village, and they gave us this note that said that you're having a ritual. Today or tomorrow?
Could you imagine we missed it? That's
And we just kind of wanted to see. We noticed all of this stuff, and Zana pulls up one of the jars, and just like we're trying to see if maybe the island knows what this stuff is all about, what happened, what's going on with it, right?
And if it was a land turtle before it became a water turtle. We have questions for the island, as you can see.
Questions for Ku.
Questions for the island.
That is its name. It's
Oh.
Ku.
Oh, I thought you said questions for who.
No.
I was going to say it's for whom.
Who's on first?
Ku.
There's an owl in our midst.
You wish to enter peacefully if we let you. That is what we were told, you said. And it looks at you.
If it lets me.
If we let you.
Oh, yes. You appear to be the guardians.
Yeah. Guardians.
Insight check.
Yeah, insight check it.
That'll be a 26.
26.
It's a 13.
Yeah. You assume with that response there's more to what they do than just be guardians. Like, first priority, make sure that they don't get attacked by something.
Mm-hmm.
But there is definitely something else that that they do. And he looks to you and says, I will need all of your weapons.
Sure.
Placed into this box. And one of the turtles from above kind of throw down a rope and pick up, like, the big guy will wrap the rope around this box, and the turtle from above will have it, like, kind of swing over towards you. And it lands right in front of you. And it actually looks to you, Hermit, and he says, you will put your weird weapon in here. It will not be able to return to you from within.
I mean, it's just gonna dissipate.
You must place it in here.
It can't stay in the box unless the box is gonna be traveling with us.
Yeah, he just wants you to put it in there.
Oh, yeah.
Does it disappear? Or does it have to be a certain amount of feet away
That's
from
a
you?
certain distance away.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I have no problem.
Everyone starts putting all their stuff in. All the weapons. Follow me, please.
Including
Far up,
arrows.
hide your knives.
What?
Including arrows.
Yeah, anything with a point.
Can I keep my glass blower?
I'm sorry, I have horns.
Do you want to go in the box?
Don't do it.
If it's required.
Not required.
Yeah, I'll keep my horns, thank you.
You can keep them too.
Yeah.
They don't look like you use them as weapons.
No.
Plus, we'd see you coming. Anyway, please follow me. As you start to traverse, you notice that a good, you go pretty far. Another like 200, 300 yards that you go following this dude. And you find that these trees that you've noticed kind of with the way that they kind of like hug each other almost, they've been molded here to kind of act like a tunnel.
Ooh.
All these
cool.
vines and everything, and it leads you through, and you almost can't see through this. You can, but it's very difficult. It's like you're looking through vines, and as you go, you start to notice lights that are ahead of you, different colored lights, and you kind of feel a little weird as you're going through this really long tunnel of tree, and it opens up into this almost clearing. And as the trees are huge and come around, they actually have molded this whole area to be almost like a cavern of these trees that just create this little enclosure, and you notice there's a lot of like pop-up tents and stalls and burrows that go down underneath. You notice at the far end you'd actually see this very large hole that's at the front, and the like buildings in here, they are part tree, part like rocks, and excuse you. They're like part tree, part rock, and they are kind of similar to what you saw at the Southern Village, but much more refined. Some of them come out from the wall and like hang there almost, like a little like droplets almost that come hanging from the ceilings, and otherwise it just is this weird feeling of also different like lights that come down from the canopy. You have like some green lights, some yellow lights, red, blue, and they're just scattered about. And this humongo turtle in front of you turns around and says, "The festivities will begin fairly soon. Please."
Has it been a minute?
That you've been here?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
You kind of come in and look at what you see, and he lets you like have a moment to take it in. I'd say that's about a minute.
Okay. My weapon then just disappears from the box unless it prevents it from magical means.
Yeah. It's in another place.
It's in another place?
Yeah.
So that it kind of just disappears.
Okay. It is basically a... You'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, so he says, and take a look around if you would like to see what we have here, and try and enjoy yourselves. Things will pick up, and I will meet you at the far side. There's a large hole over there. We will be going in.
Okay. All right. For the ritual.
For the ritual, yes.
Do we need to wear anything special? Should we go find something special to wear?
Some bones would be nice.
I've got lots of bones.
You could dress to match, but no requirement of dress.
What color is the jellyfish right now?
It's that super bright purple, like a dark purple, but like bright, shining. And Zana has it kind of tucked in to some of their layers, and it's still like, it's like if you had a light underneath your clothes, and it kind of like does shine out a little bit.
Just wanted to make sure it wasn't like turning any red colors.
Yeah.
Where could we get some bone stuff?
Oh, if you go along the northern wall, you'll find plenty of different people that sell jewelry, sell clothing, sell all sorts of stuff. They have lots of food centralized, so if you need something to eat,
Yes.
please take a look. It probably isn't anything like what you're used to, unless you're used to fish.
Okay.
And then he just smiles. We are island dwellers.
You know, you had me worried it was people for a minute.
Oh, no. Not people.
Good.
Well, you'll see me.
And you'll see us. Or I imagine you're probably going to keep seeing us. You're probably going to keep an eye on us, but regardless.
Yes. And he'll turn and walk away. Kind of disappears into one of these burrows. Yeah, you imagine with the amount of people up here, there must be a lot going on down under.
I want to go look for bone stuff. I want to try to find like a bone crown type of thing that might have like magical properties.
Okay. Yeah. So you go.
Or something bone that might have magical properties.
Cool.
Just curious.
Yeah, you go up along this northern area of the kind of like sticking to the I don't know. It's not exactly a wall, but we're gonna call it a wall.
Sure.
You stick kind of to the wall, and again, there's like bits of this that just come straight out and then create like a roof with
Okay.
just like an opening right there. And you can kind of walk in. They're not too spacious. They're probably the size of like that room.
Okay.
But there's
But I'm tiny, so.
there's lots of stuff like in the wall, like on the walls, and kind of held by the different branches and vines and stuff.
Cool.
And you take a look around. You're looking for headwear.
Really anything magical. That's the
Okay.
main thing. I'd like headwear because I don't have anything going on up here
Yeah.
at the moment.
As you kind of walk in, you see
Except for my bright pink hair.
You see this turtle that has, again, it's very spiky at the edges of this shell and in the middle, and it has sort of jeweled bones that hang. So like the spikes come out, and then it's like this,
Oh, okay.
almost like created a circle with different gems that come around. Big bones that go through it, like piercings and
Nice.
whatnot. And looks over to you and says, "A traveler?
Yup.
I haven't seen a traveler in a very long time."
I haven't seen a place like this in a very long time, ever.
Good. I'm glad it's unique.
It is. I'm attending a ritual, or the ritual, you might say. The one happening down under. And thought I'd get some adornments for it.
Oh,
Do you have anything magical?
everything is magical. Look at it.
Is it actually magical, or is he just being a jerk?
Just being a jerk. It's all it's all very like weirdly worked bone. There's fish bones. There's even like bits that are like obviously crabs and like it's very sea themed stuff.
This is giving me. What is her name? The bone lady from Sword of Truth.
Yeah,
The blind one. What's her name? Starts with an A, I think.
Addie.
Addie! That's it.
Very Addie like. Yeah, and you do see like some of it's like actual armor where it's like a full on like big crab's shell that has
It's a
been
bit bulky.
kind of like wrapped in these bones, kind of like reinforced a bit, and looks at you and says, "You mean actual magic?"
Like actual magic. Like the kind that you do magic with. That kind of magic.
Yes, we have some available. You would have to pick that type of stuff up when you leave.
Oh, I can't like wear it to the
No.
ceremony.
No,
Okay.
you're not allowed to wear anything that may cause harm.
Oh,
As it is, we already have enough issues with ourselves. Looks over
Sure.
at its shoulder and is just like, we're pretty spiky.
sure. Okay, just a really cool like headpiece crown thing. Be great. Just want to fit in.
How's this? And goes over to one of those little spots that has a good number of little bone pieces and jewelry, and it's this this thing that has like the claws of a crab,
Oh, cute.
and it comes out right here, and it also has some that come right here, but they look like they're almost like a Celtic knot design, and it comes around.
That's cool.
And it's like, I think that this one's probably the coolest one that I've made.
Oh, you made them.
Yes, yes,
Oh, that makes it even more special.
yes. The magical ones are typically magical due to the nature of either the death of something, or maybe it is just a magical sort of creature.
Okay. I can trade this one in later. I'll take it. How much?
That'll be. What do you have?
I pull out my 5 silver. There are 5 of these things.
Do you have anything else like
That's shinier.
that you don't need? Maybe something that you.
Pull out like 3 gold pieces. I also have these things. One of these things equals 10 of these things. Isn't that cool?
That's stupid.
Stupid.
Let me see them. No, I like this one more. Looking at the silver one.
Oh, yeah. I've got more of those than of these. See, I've got 3 of the gold ones, but 5 of the silver ones.
Do they do anything?
No. I mean, unless you want them to, I can make one do something for you if you'd like.
Do it.
What would you like? I can. I pull out my hurdy-gurdy. I can make it play a song for you. It
That
will
would
never.
be
It will never
awesome.
stop. So,
Can I make it stop? And can I put it in something or anything?
if you put it in something that like stifles the magic of it, sure.
Just make it quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
Just clothing? Will it, like just
Yeah,
some cloth
probably.
or anything?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna like sit and work on an infusion and then kind of place it. I'm gonna play like, a really cool kind of beachy hurdy-gurdy song,
Okay.
and infuse that into the coin.
Okay. And
Just give it a quick rub, and it'll do it. I actually don't know how. If it's always on that.
Odell, stop.
Okay. Magical property of your choice. Image light. Up to 6 second long. Record a message. Okay, that's what it's going to do. It's going to play a 6-second song as like a recorded message.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's what it'll do. So just rub it. If you just give it a quick rub, and it starts playing the song that I just played.
Oh, that is so interesting. I think this outweighs the value of the headpiece.
Oh, you could throw in some more stuff if you'd like.
You wanted to come back for another item?
Definitely.
Well,
I
how about we'll take a look at what we have to offer, and then
come back on our way out.
yes, yeah,
Great.
that would be perfect, and yeah, maybe a little more.
I can do more of that.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I think I could use this to trade for some pretty good stuff. So awesome.
Cool.
Any of your other friends out there wanting anything?
I don't know.
Yes. Do you have a mask?
Mask, of course. Kind of like goes over. You see, like there's actually another burrow in here. Kind of goes down, comes back up, and there are masks that are made from the bones of different fish. So you've got like almost like a barracuda style mask
Barracuda.
that comes out pretty darn far. One that looks like an eel, just the eel's face.
I'm looking up a barracuda.
They're really long.
Look up Barracuda Fraser.
Would there be anything that would fit me?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, we have child-sized items. Yes,
I'm wearing a child-sized crown.
exactly.
I've already put it on. I'm like, snap, 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 snap.
I'm looking for something a little bit more intimidating than the eel or the barracuda.
Intimidating.
Yes, you see,
Because I'm wearing my mask and it's got the Oni or devil like face.
Okay. Intimidating. I have some ideas. What do you think is intimidating? I don't like eels particularly.
Ooh.
It's all fish, huh?
Is there a mask that kind of looks like Zana? Just like big things that your face is in? Because I want
That
one
would be
of those.
fucking cool though. not here. They don't quite travel down into those depths.
Okay. It's more like a big shark face, like called shark face. Ooh ha ha.
I don't know, maybe a shark or fish aren't really scary to me.
What does the bone structure look on that though?
Probably just like a pile of bones. That's a blobfish, right? Is that what that's called? They showed me a picture of a blobfish, Chris. So we have that.
Maybe a hammerhead.
Ooh, an oxalotl.
Those are very small.
So am I.
Yeah, but they're like very, very small.
Or an ape.
Ooh, with the giant like
Yeah.
fucking jaws.
You know, we do have some. Q. I don't typically sell the land dwelling stuff. It doesn't come around often. No one really cares for it. One sec. Comes back up with a jaguar.
Ooh! Yeah!
And it looks at you, and then I'm assuming Balthazar's in there too, and he's just like, oh God, I'm a person. I'm a person. Do not, I am not a mask, okay?
Not yet, Captain. I was just kidding. Would this offend you?
No.
All right.
You might just be more like family.
Take our tinderbox.
How about this?
No.
You never told me what scrolls I have.
You have your creation for the day is available.
It only lasts 3 hours.
Well,
So I don't want to do that to them. How about one of these book here? Or 4 spell books.
oh. Let me see them. And take them all and kind of like leaves through them. Yeah? These could do?
All of them?
No, just one, but I would
Okay.
need to figure
Yeah,
out
take your pick.
which one. I don't do magic.
Yeah.
That one's a good one right there.
You might maybe hold on to these. Find me at the ceremony,
Sure.
and we'll discuss with one of my associates that actually might be able to use them.
Yeah. That sounds perfect.
I always like to kind of cash in favors early, you know? So that'd be perfect. And what would you like? Frog?
Do you have anything that's wide enough that can fit my head?
You can fit what?
Fit my head.
Yeah? Yeah, we do.
And what would those be?
You see the eel, you see the barracuda.
I guess I'll pick up the barracuda.
Put it on and it kind of like fits over your face, and it's just this barracuda bone structure. It comes out a little bit from your normal face, and as you two kind of move, for you the jaguar has like its fangs coming up right over your, like right above your eyes, like right on your brow.
Okay.
And your horns kind of stick through part of the skull. And well, actually, would they come out of the ears, like where the ears would be? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
And it kind of reaches over and it latches. There's like it actually is,
Just like on the top of my head, like a cap almost.
yeah, comes down, and it has like the fangs coming down, and you can latch the jaw on, and it latches right here, and it's actually like a latching system that the merchant designed, so you can easily take it on, take it off, but when you do like move your mouth, it opens and closes with it, so you can like eat and drink and do whatever. It's meant to be functional while you're in the at the ceremony, and same with you, hermit. It's a little weirder because the top comes out and the bottom almost like the jaw does. The bottom of the jaw doesn't actually like feel like it is touching, but at the front it looks like that pointed barracuda face.
Alright, I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna see if the eel one fits better because I've been mainly fishing eels, correct?
Correct, yeah. The eel one does work a lot better. It, in fact, is like a really wide-mouthed eel that it almost is like a balaclava. It fully fits around your head.
I kind of like that.
And it has the crazy fangs, and the eye holes are pretty much right on yours, so you can see through it as if you were the eel.
You know, they tell you that you have to become your prey in order to understand it.
Oh, a hunter, are you?
Yes, more or less.
And what about your friends here? And with that question, we'll pick up here next time, seeing what the others may want to adorn themselves with. So next time we'll start with adorning and then going to this ritual.
All right.
And are we doing?
We're not going to be streaming it, but
Okay, okay.
if you guys want to, it depends. I guess it depends who's coming. Because I don't know if Will's coming.
Well, for now, we'll see you on Tuesday,
Yep.
and I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.